Rebbe, there are actually three who survived. The third
Oh, it could be.
was called Brie Olson.
Oh, yes.
And she had
Huge.
like the face of an angel. She's like, she'd come down from heaven to save mankind from its sins. And she was concerned that so many men were committing rape. She said, I'm going to come down and I'm going to sacrifice my honor. I'm going to offer up my honor.
Oh, you did this stupid joke 3 times already.
And I'm going to make movies so that men will no longer go around committing rape. Instead, they'll commit the much lesser sin of masturbation. And so she sacrificed her honor, took off her clothes. She was like all natural, with like natural D-cup breasts. She made a whole series of movies that led men away from raping and pillaging. Instead, they just like stayed home, clustered around their computer screens, watching her body of work. And now she's gone on to try to save Charlie Sheen as he's going through this difficult, turbulent time. It's like he needs an angel more than ever. That's why Brie Olson is known as Charlie's angel.
Oh, is that what? I thought because like she had been in the movie or something. I couldn't figure out. You didn't explain it real well.
No, she's just an angelic being who wants
to
save humanity from committing rape.
Okay. You know, I've always said that, you know, I say, you know, it's a good thing, just general, for the populace to have porn. Because if not for porn, a lot of these guys would be raping and pillaging. You know? So bring them their videos. I'm happy, you know.
It's fine for going.
It's catharsis? Is that the word?
Maybe if it's ongoing.
Oh, no. Oh yeah, we're above that. Doc Syke is in the room. I don't know who that is. Do you know who that is?
No, but it doesn't sound like a chick.
Hey Doc, how's it going? All right, so you want to bring up, go to this one. Just click on that.
Okay.
Click on that. Just click on that.
So this week's Torah portion is Vayikra. We're beginning the book of Leviticus. And it goes from the first verse of the first chapter to chapter 5, verse 26. So I got a question for you. There's this ad on Froom Satire.
Nobody's going to be able to see this.
Don't worry. Does this ad give you bad thoughts?
It doesn't give me bad thoughts, but it sure as hell is not an effective ad. Okay, let's describe the ad. We got a thing that says San Francisco.
Check out this Yiddishkeit.
Check out this
really hot blonde chick and her mouth open, and you can see her tongue, and her lips are so succulent. And it's like,
and I'm thinking, what is Yiddishkeit about looking at this hot blonde with her mouth open? Nothing. So it's like, what are we? What is the ad supposed to design to do?
It's for a modern Orthodox synagogue in San Francisco.
I would never guess that. It's like when you watch a commercial on TV and it's not effective because you're so lost in everything being thrown at you, you don't even know what it's advertisement for.
Right.
This would be an example of a bad advertisement. So your question is, does it put bad thoughts in me? No, but I'm confused as to what we're selling.
If we were to do a caption contest on this picture, one suggested entry is, "Wow, who is your mohel? I want to send him a thank you card."
Okay. We just lost every viewer because they can't see that.
Well, if they go to lookforward.net and click on the link, does this ad give you bad thoughts? You can let me know what the ad gives you bad thoughts.
All right.
Okay, Torah's not a closed book, dog. The way we roll here in the hood.
Oh, I never saw this, so this is new.
Torah's not in esoteric language. You don't have to sleep with a priest to learn Torah. Unlike all the cult leaders like Jim Jones or David Koresh, seem to have a lot of young women around.
Oh, okay.
See, Rabs and I were true spiritual leaders because we don't have any young women
speak for
around.
yourself.
Now, a friend of mine used to trade Torah lessons for sex, but that's not the normal approach in Judaism.
Really? You had a friend who did that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An acquaintance.
That's some Torah he's teaching, huh?
Yeah, I guess he was teaching like very mystical stuff. So Torah is a book for all Jews. You don't need $10,000 classes to be able to open up the Torah and to study it. You don't need holy water from the Kabbalah Center, and you don't need red strings to tie around your wrist, and you don't need to get audited batons to study Torah.
You know what I was thinking of?
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell you this. On Shabbos, I took a walk, okay? And I walked past the Kabbalah Center, and that place is like packed on Shabbos. I was like freaking out. They pile out. Everybody's dressed like white, like in this cult, you know, the whole thing. And I said, you know what? From now on, when Levi and I was thinking about you, I said, the next time when we talk, because I used to always talk about, you know, there's like Frum, and then there's like conservative and reform. You always go out and there's reconstructionist, right? You know, you always have to like throw that in. But you know, that's like new for me because like I'm old school. There's only 3. You got to add the Kabbalah Center into that now. There's 5. There's at least 5 of them, right? Because the Kabbalah Center is at least as big today as Reconstructionists. I went by there. I couldn't believe how many people were involved in this thing. It's gigantic. And then they have like a whole school set up there. And
there's someone in my Alexander Technique teacher training program who taught for 4 years at the Kabbalah Day School.
Oh, really?
He's a non-Jew, yeah. He taught secular subjects.
So from now on, we're going to have to talk in terms of Kabbalah and Reform and, you know, conservative Reconstructionists. Kabbalah is definitely part of it. I was blown away. It was a huge realization for me. Okay,
so in the book of Vayikra, the book of Leviticus, we learn about the sacrificial system.
Mm-hmm.
Now there are no hidden sacrifices. The sacrifices didn't
Can we just for my benefit, can we not use the word sacrifices? I hate that word. It makes me regurgitate.
I'll tell you what, you can use
offerings. We offer things to God.
You can use korbanot.
Okay, karbanos. This means offerings.
There are no hidden offerings.
Thank you.
Like they didn't like put a sheet, you know, surrounding the offering so you couldn't see what was really going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't sugarcoat things.
In the open.
Okay.
And the offerings were done silently. There were no incantations, unlike the sacrificial system around.
I beg your pardon. It's brought down that we would sing as they would be doing it. We sang Hallel, for instance.
The priest didn't sing.
Oh, no, the priest didn't. The people in the crowd.
Yeah.
The people in the crowd would sing things. Okay. All right, I see what you're getting at.
So
the priest doesn't.
There's a division
I don't like priest, by the way. Call him the Cohen Gadol or the Cohen.
There's a division of power in the ancient Jewish system between the prophet and the priest. So one of the reasons I'm pessimistic about the Arab world is that there are no developed pluralistic bodies in the Arab world. It's not like they have a strong free press, and it's not like they have a strong priesthood and a strong prophetic strain and a strong union organization and strong industrial powers and strong media complex. Like, these are totalitarian societies, but Torah is set up where power is distributed. There are prophets, there are priests. Moses is not a priest.
You left one out. The king.
And then there's the king. So Dennis Prager suggests...
And there's also the Sanhedrin. So it's like the rabbis... Yeah, okay, go ahead.
So Prager suggests that the Orthodox are like the priests, and the conservative are like the Leviim, and everybody else is like Israel.
No. We're all from... The conservative and the reform would be tantamount to, like, in those days would be like...
Yeah,
like that... what do you call them? The
man who collected sticks
the
Shabbat.
The Sadducees. The Sadducees.
They go around seducing people?
The Hellenizers. These would be the people who would be rebelling, the Karaim, the Karaites. These would be the people who would be rebelling against Judaism. They would be like the Christians, the early Christians. You know, would be like branching off, creating like their own thing. You know, we've got our own guys. So instead of like Jesus, today they have Prager. Somebody would like be the spokesperson and like, you know, rabble rouser, get them, you know, how do you say it? Make fun of the Masorah and trash.
Make fun of the Gedolim.
Make fun of the Gedolim, trash the Masorah, you know, and that's what the Sadducees were. The Sadducees were the first, or maybe the biggest.
Sadducees for you Christians in the audience.
Right. The Sadducees were a political party bent on. They were like reformers. They were liberal. They wanted to do away with the Frummies. If they were around today, they would be like, you know, the secular, anti-religious, lefty liberal Jews who would like to see all people like me herded up and sent back to the camps.
Sadducees didn't believe in an afterlife. That's why they were sad, you see.
Ah, that's very good. You made that up?
My dad used to say that.
Oh, do you believe in the hereafter?
I do, yes.
Now you know why I'm hereafter. No. All right.
So much of the book of Leviticus is concerned with emissions, both vaginal and seminal. What do you think we should do today? Because so many people all around us are having vaginal and seminal emissions.
Okay, well, first of all, we need to know what kind of emission that we're talking about. When the Torah says, like, you know, a vaginal emission in the woman, you know, we're talking about gonorrhea.
Or menstruation.
Oh,